not wasting too much of our time, we'll be going straight into the business for today. Introduce Sky Notch Mind Agency and what we are into and why we are doing this masterclass. Then immediately we'll start with the business for today. So before anything else, I'd like to welcome everybody here. Thanks for joining. Most of you don't really know me. I'm sure. Some of you know me, and some of you have actually worked with me before, and some of you all have seen my works before, and some of you are just joining for the first time. So this is masterclass 1.0, and this is like the second masterclass we'll be doing. We had masterclass 0.5, which at the end of the class we distributed certificates for people, and to God be the glory, we are going to be giving certificate after this class, but for the people that took the class to the very end only. But I will say I'm not a person of certifications, so I don't really fancy certificates. So what I want you to do is, one, I'm not writing anything down. I want you guys to know this thing. I'm not writing anything down, and I'm not telling you guys to write anything down, because this is not a school. I always say that this is not a school. This is where you learn the reality. So whatever it is we call reality should stick once and for all. If a reality can't stick once and for all, then you shouldn't be in this class. So if you know you are this kind of person that you still want to write, fine, it's good, but don't let your writing or jotting down distract you from understanding the whole scheme. So the main benefit of joining this class is to understand how it is done, not to write down how it is done. Please, there is no point in going back to your book. Once you don't understand it, forget about it. You can't understand it. So I will just be factual with you. So I will advise you to just pay attention. Take a note, fine. Take a note if that is important to you. Take a note and jot down the notes. Yeah, if that's okay for you. But I would like you to pay 100% attention to this class. Please, before I proceed, I have this culture, which is, can you hear me? Because this is Nigeria and network can just go off anytime. Please, I will ask again. If you can hear me, just raise up your hand, so I'll be sure that we are all together before we can move on. Yes, I believe you can hear me, right? All right, great. So I am Olatunji Alade Mahfouz. Once again, I have about 4 years experience in digital marketing and 6 years experience in content and web development. So I would say, throughout my journey for digital marketing, these are the things I've been able to collect together, plus or minus things that we have on the internet and culture that people in the digital marketing space are doing that have made them be successful in the digital marketing space. So I want you guys to do me a favor. Please, in this class, we are going to learn, we are going to unlearn, and we are going to relearn. Those are 3 things we are going to be doing. Are you raising up your hand? Please, if you are raising up on your hand, like you want to ask a question, just let me know. If you are not, please kindly put down the hand. Thank you very much. So like I said, we are going to learn, we are going to unlearn, and we are going to relearn. So I want you to have the mindset of unlearning, because there are a lot of things that we've been doing wrongly. That's one. And I also want you to have the mindset of learning, which is the primary aim of this class. Then the last part is, I want you to have the mindset of relearning. So if you've been successfully able, if you are able to successfully unlearn, if you are able to successfully unlearn, then you should be able to relearn. So so please, I will employ you guys, let's make 9 p.m. because we start exactly 9. Because of this introduction, we might not do introduction next time, we just delve into the process immediately. So now, the first thing I want to talk about is, what is digital marketing? Everybody asks this question. I want to be a digital marketer. I love to be a digital marketer. I have a lot of prospects here. Some people want to become a guru in the marketing space. Some people want to launch the best marketing proceeds. Some people want to create create audience for their businesses. Some people want to create leads. A lot of prospects. But what I want you to understand is, the question that people still find it hard to answer is, what exactly is digital marketing? It's simple. It's simple, very simple. It's just two words joined together. Digital marketing. We know digital. Digital is moving from the old ways of doing things to the new era of doing things, including technology and the likes. Then marketing is just marketing, trying to convince people to buy whatever you sell. Try to convince people to believe in whatever you carry, to believe in whatever you do. So bringing the two together is you trying to convince people to buy into your process, into your business, into your services digitally. So whatever it is you've been doing we've been doing traditionally, like all these people going from home to home to market their products, you are trying to replace this exact activity on the internet, on the social media network, on the websites, on the ads network and the likes. So when you are trying to practice these activities that is done traditionally in the old age, you are taking it online. That is what digital marketing means. So you don't have to complicate things for yourself. So what we are trying to do is that whatever it is that people have been doing the right way, that's making their business boom, you are trying to do the same thing on the digital space. So it's simple. There's nothing new. You are just doing the same thing. So if there are things that people do, like, I don't know, like, please buy this product, it's nice, it's the best you can find in the market, people are doing it on the road, by the roadside, then you should be able to look for a way to bring this kind of persuasiveness into the digital space. I don't know how you want to do it, but you just have to do it. If you can successfully do that, then you've become a digital marketer. So simple as that. Are we together on this, please? Are we together? If you are with me, if you're like flowing at my pace, let me see your hand, so that we can move on. All right. Thank you. So I believe we are on the same pace now. So now, if you've been able to successfully understand this, then the rest of the 16 weeks, yes, the rest of is it 16 weeks? No, the rest of the 16 classes is for you guys. I'm being sincere with you. So now, I've been able to introduce digital marketing to you in a layman word. If you believe my definition is not English enough, please go to the internet, search what digital marketing is, and try to package it the way you want to package it. But my own packaging is to make it explicit, very, very explicit for you to understand. I don't care about English. I don't really understand English. But the fact that you understand what I'm trying to say is everything I need to be sure about. Please, Mubarak, please, can you raise out your hand, please? Or do you have a question? Is it that you have a question for us? Oh, I don't think he's here. Oh, all right, thank you. It seems you don't have a question. So, this is what I'm trying to say. So we've been able to understand what digital marketing is. But there's one thing about digital marketing. People call it types of digital marketing. Please, I know most of these things I'm saying right now have been said in 0.5, the class 0.5, yeah, before this class. But if you are from class 0.5, I want you to understand that this is not like we are repeating things. This is like, you know, when you like create a particular anything and you want to like upgrade that thing. So this is like the upgraded class. So you might understand what I'm saying, but the rest assured, there are things you don't really understand. So we just have to like bring everything, patch everybody up so that we can be on the same page. So what I'm saying in essence now is that we've been able to understand that digital marketing is when you are trying to market your product and services on the social space, digitally. Sorry, you are trying to market your products and services digitally. So that's what digital marketing is all about. So, and there's something I have for you guys here, which is the category of businesses, which is called the category of businesses. There's one thing I want you guys to understand. Whatever it is you do, there is this word we have this different word. We have enterprise, we have company, we have firm, we have different enterprise, firm, companies, chamber, all these words. I must tell you, everything is business, because we are starting these processes because we want to make money, or we want to create leads, we want to generate leads. You have a small business, you have a company, you are doing the same thing. It's just the approach that is different. You are doing the same thing. You are trying to generate lead and you are trying to make money. So if these two has been removed from your process, then I don't know what you are doing. Probably you are doing all this HMO. Sorry, not HMO. You are doing humanitarian services. Humanitarian services. So even humanitarian services, there is a way they generate funds, which is also the business aspect of whatever it is they do. It might not be open to a lot of people, but they generate funds too, which is also a business aspect. So what I'm saying now is that I'll be particular with the usage of the word business, so as to not divide the class. So if you are rendering service, I categorize you as a business owner. If you are selling a product, I categorize you as a business owner. If you are a chamber owner, if you are a firm owner, I categorize you as a business, so that everybody can be on the same page. So I'll be using the word business so that we all like be on the same page, you get. So now there is something we need to now, there is another category where we need to place ourselves. The two basic categories, we call it B2B and B2C. You know, there's something I want you to understand. There's something I want you guys to understand, which is there are some things you need to be like sure about before you can decide on the approach to use in any business you are into. So you need to know where you fall. You need to know the category you fall into. You need to know how do I say this? You need to know the category you fall into. You need to, sorry, are we together? Is it network? Are we together? Sorry, if you with me, just can you like raise up your hand if you are with me? Can you raise your hand, please? Oh yeah, thank you. Sorry, I thought the network glitch or something. So you need to know the category of business that you fall into. So in order to have a successful digital marketing journey, you need to understand your category. So there are two types of categories. We have B2B, business to business. Then the second one is B2C. Sorry. We have B2B. Sorry guys, please, are we together? Please. Your hand, please. Just okay, thank you. All right, we have B2B and B2C. B2B is known as business to business. Then B2C is known as business to customer. business to business and business to customer. Business to business, business to customer. You can write it down, fine, it's fine. But this is the major thing I want you to understand. You have two see, if you have a business, you have B2B and you have B2C. Let me first of all explain what B2B is all about. You are a business owner. See, I don't like all this English word. I won't give you definitions. I will just explain. You are a business owner, yeah, right? And your services or the product you sell, the things you do, are not directly to consumers. It's directly to other businesses. Like, let's say you are a consultant, you understand, and you are consulting for other firms, then you fall into the B2B category. So let's start naming different kind of businesses now. We have businesses like the business, the factory that provide bottles for Coke or Pepsi. You know, those ones, they are not focused on consumers. They are focused on other businesses. So they are what? B2B. You understand? Then we have, you see, you I believe with what I said, if you fall in that category, you already know yourself. So the other one is B2C, business directly to consumers. Are you this kind of person that have a shop? I'm not saying a shop now, because we are on the digital space. You have an account on Instagram where you sell shirts, and this shirt, you are selling it to anybody that comes to your page, and you collect payment and all of that. So you are doing your business directly to consumers. So that is what? B2C. Are you with me? That's B2C kind of business. No business to business, but it is now business to consumers directly. So now, if you believe that you know the category you fall into right now as I'm speaking, can you just raise up your hand? But if you are confused, just unmute and state your business. Fine. If you are sure you know the category you fall into, please just raise up your hand so that we don't waste time. Yes, thank you. So I have a question now. Do we have anybody here that is in that falls into B2B, business to business? Do we have anybody here that is like B2B, business to business? Sorry, if you fall into business to business, then I will have to edit my context for the next few weeks, so that I don't know. Okay, no problem. Please, if you are business to business, do you know what you do for me? If you are business to business, please, first of all, before we proceed, if you are in this class, it's we need to take attendance. I'm sorry to use this word. We need to take attendance so that we can know the people to purge out of the class. Please, can you just go back to the group and just drop any emoji to be aware to be sure that you are in this class? Just go. Oh, you fall into both. Fine, that's also fine. Then we deal with it. Thank you. You fall into both. You can also drop a message. I can read your messages. Fine. So you fall into both. That's cool. So please, if you are in this class presently, just take a step back to the group and drop any emoji, please, so that we know you are present, please. And also, if you fall into a B2B kind of business, kindly drop a message on the group that states I fall into B2B. Yes, you can just drop. Okay, I can see that. Just drop a message on the group that I fall into B2B, so that I will know how to adjust the context for the next few weeks. Because okay, great. Because the reason why I'm saying this is that as far as this course is concerned, I have a major on B2C, because I believe a lot of people here, when it comes to individual business owners and on the digital marketing space, they are almost focusing on the B2C. So I'm so sorry I miscalculated, but I will adjust the context for the next few weeks. It's just for for the next few days. So not to waste our time, we've just spent 21 minutes out of our time now. We still have about 39 minutes, so let's make the most of this time. So now, believing that you fall into B2B and assuming that you fall into B2C. I don't know if you get me. Believing that we all fall into B2B and assuming that some of us fall into B2C. Now, sorry to use the word. Believing that we all fall into B2C and some of us fall into B2B. Let's just focus on B2C for now. Then we talk about B2B so as to not confuse. I want you to take your mind off every activity that every business does and write it down today and add this approach to your kind of business. This is the approach. This is the first approach. 1. For every B2B business, for every B2B kind of business, the best approach to lead generation and profit maximization is professionalism. Logical approach. Professionalism. Logical. So, how do I say this thing? How do I explain this thing? Let me explain it again. If you are a B2B kind of business, your approach to any form of business, any form of transaction should be logical. I will explain that. But for any B2C, business to consumers, your approach should be emotional. Are we together? Are we flowing? I will also explain that. If you are, all these things, they are like things people do transitionally. We are trying to bring out to invite all these things that people do. I don't know if you understand Yoruba very well. Eba mirata, oh, buy this thing, oh, please, oh, I'm selling this thing, oh, I'll give you free, I'll give you promo. All these things, we want to look for a way to bring it down to the digital space. So how do people do it successfully and don't feel like they are doing it traditionally? I don't feel like they are hard out of the norms. So now, when I say as a B2B kind of business, you need to do everything logically. Let me explain. This is it. You are, example, you have, I think if you are into B2B, kindly state the kind of business you do. Just type it so that I can use a real life example. People that are here as an example, so that I won't start picking names of any company. I want us to feel ourselves. So if you are into B2B kind of business, kindly quickly type the business, the business you are in. Consultancy services. Consulting. Thank you. You are consulting real estate. Thank you. So we have consulting and real estate. So let's say you are consulting for a real estate company. I think that's quite logical. So now you want to involve logical approach to your process in order to generate leads and excess profits, right? So how do you do the logical approach? Number 1, as a B2B kind of firm, number 1, if you are running a B2B system digitally, you don't you don't assume a singular word. You assume a complex word. You assume a plural word. You don't say hi, you say we forever. That's 1. You don't ever use I on the digital space. You might have you might have a TikTok account, but on your TikTok account, you must identify as we, not I. That's 1. Number 2, if a client should ask of anything, you can never respond instantly. That's 2. because you need to go back to your desk, you need to go back to your team. You are not the only one. Even if you are the only one, if you are the only one in that company, so far nobody sees you. This is online. Nobody sees the back end. You are the back end, you are the front end, you are the only person, fine. But you need to identify as a whole lot of people, like a team. You need to identify as a team. So doing all these things, identifying as a team, identifying as a whole number of as a huge number of people, then you need to always go back. So let me give you an example now. Probably you are asked that, okay, I need to buy a land at let's say, I don't know these areas, anywhere somebody wants to buy a land, and you are consulting for this company. People buy lands and you are consulting for this company the best areas to get the best kind of lands. You are consulting for constructions. So now you are in the company and they were like, oh sir, we need an area that can all this word that you normally use, 3 square feet. We need a land that can accommodate 3 flats, 3 so. You know the answer, fine. You can tell them instantly, but you need to go back. Then when you are going back, you are not returning as an individual. You are returning with your secretary. Secretary should do all these jobs. So you need to go back to your desk, fine-tune everything, do your research work, approach whatever question they ask logically before you come back with a feasible answer. And your feasible answer should be open. Should be open in the sense that you need to create time. You don't need to be fast on anything. If they ask you a question, you know it. Create a meeting. Tell them you want to have a meeting. Don't go to the meeting alone. Go with your friends. Go with your partners. Approaching things logically means that go with your partner. Even if you know the answer at that time, don't conclude that day. Wait. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. I'm not saying you should waste time. Sorry. Keep waiting. Logical approach until you are sure. Then give the final answer. I'm not saying you should waste time. Please don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is that as a business owner, as a B2B kind of business owner, whatever thing you want to do, you need to approach this thing logically. This is the only thing I will be talking about. I'll be saying about business B2B. A couple of other things are longer decision making process, which I have discussed, based on logical and evidence. Whatever you do based on evidence, you need to know your facts right. You need to get your facts right. So then I'll be going to B2C. Number one thing I want you to do as a B2C owner is to sell emotion. Don't sell products. If you are into product selling, if you are into bag selling, if you are into shoe selling, if you are into a service rendering, you are selling mobile phones, don't sell mobile phones, don't sell bags, don't sell shoe, sell your emotion. When you can sell your emotion as a B2C business owner, then you start making profits. I have a live example here. I was discussing with someone 2 days ago with someone, and I told the person I noticed that people feel like relationship is scam. They are saying relationship is scam, but people are spending a lot of money on their relationships. I've seen things online, a lot of money people spend on relationship, on proposals. People spend money on their boyfriend and girlfriends. So I will tell you for a fact, in this world that we are in right now, if you start a business that has something to do with people in love, you make profits. I'm telling you for a fact. So now, if you are like selling a product to someone that is madly in love, what do you sell? I'm just giving an example. What do you sell? You won't sell the product. You will sell emotion. You will sell the emotion. So is the emotion the way you package your product, okay, for the people in love? This is the emotion part of it. For the people in love. Then if you can do that successfully, then you will be able to sell your product to them. So what I'm saying is that the first thing when it comes to selling emotion as a B2C kind of business, the first thing you should put in your mind is that you need to sell to your customer satisfaction. Your customer needs to be satisfied with whatever it is you are selling. That's the one of the one of the ways of selling emotion. Your customer needs to be satisfied. Like, whatever reason, they need to be satisfied. Number two, whatever things you are selling, you need to make sure this package, this service, this product is appealing. That's number two. Number three, you need to have a cordial relationship with your customer. This is one-on-one. This is where contact list comes in. Please, you can write it down. Contact list. We talk about contact list. See, all these things, I'm trying to bring them into the digital space. Contact list, or customer list, Before I forget, customer list. See, all these things that I'm talking about here, that are customer satisfaction. Let me tell you how you bring customer satisfaction into the digital space. This is one. Whatever product, one of the customer satisfaction is pay on delivery. I'm telling you for a fact. One of the customer satisfaction is pay on delivery. Customer wants to be satisfied with your product first and be sure that you are not a scammer before they trust you. There is this. Don't let me use that example. It's fine. So, but what I'm saying is that, how do you think if you are a business owner on Instagram? How do you think if you are like a business owner on Instagram? Sorry, are we together? I hope I'm not the only one here. Are we together? Yes. All right. Thank you. All right. So what I'm saying is that if you are a business owner and you are selling product on Instagram, and you are not writing it on your bio, like, no, we don't take refund here. And you are telling someone that you don't take refund here, and you are not telling the person in the DM that you need to make payment before the product can be shipped to you. Imagine you've already lost that customer. Like, probably people trust you, but 1 out of 10 or 5 out of 10, you've lost 5 customers. More than 5 customers, I can say it with full chest. So customer satisfaction, something like that, is pay on delivery. There's nothing bad. So far, you can trust your courier, or you can trust your dispatch. Tell them whenever people check and they are okay with the product, let them make their transfer. It's fine. People do that. A lot of people do that, and they've changed the whole delivery system. People are making a lot of money doing that. So that's one thing about customer satisfaction. Appealing. How do you speak with your customer? If you have bad mouth, if you cannot even like make a cordial connection with your customer, not connection, you can't be appealing to them, you can't be persuasive, you don't even have a business. And these things are done traditionally. Then how do you bring it to the digital space? Appealing is when you do what? You create suitable content. When you are selling phones, you just take phone, you put it on your bed, and you started snapping with a bedsheet that is dirty. You started snapping the phone. You post it on the internet, and you're like, I want to sell this phone. iPhone Kinikon 12,000 naira and something. You can't compare it to somebody that placed it on a white space, everything all angle, where neat and everything. They snapped it and they post it online. You can't see. If I see the two pictures without even seeing the prices, even if the one with neatness and everything is 13,000 naira, I'll go for that one rather than going for the one I see bedsheet that is 30. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Rather than going for that one. So that is making sure you are appealing. So this is how we bring this appealing to the digital space. Then the third one is one-on-one connection. One-on-one connection is very, very important in the B2C space. And this one-on-one connection is when you do what? When you create a contact list or customer list. People that have bought your product before, give them red flag. People that have made inquiries before, give them green flag. People that have messaged and they not reply again, give them yellow flag. Then go back to them weekly. you create an email marketing. We'll be discussing email marketing next. That will be when we are done with this section. We'll be going to email marketing. Then you create a contact list. You reach out to them. You don't have to reach out to them every Sunday. Just reach out to them. And how do you reach out to them? What kind of content do you write to them? You just don't reach out to people and don't forget about. No, you make sure they are